Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send personalized product updates after Google Ads conversion. So I am a manager in a digital course selling business and we promote all our digital courses using Google Ads campaign. Over here what I want is that as soon as by the potential customers a new lead is generated, towards the lead I want to send them emails and those emails are going to be according to the course that they are interested in. Now sending these emails manually is a very time consuming and hectic process as I receive multiple leads every single day. So to solve this problem, I have created a connection between Google Ads and Gmail, that too without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Now whenever by the potential customer, a new lead is going to be generated using Google Ads, towards them the email is going to be forwarded and this email is going to be for the course that this lead has showed interested in. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step, you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So as a manager of online courses business, I use Google Ads to promote my courses and drive potential learners to sign up and take actions on my landing page. I use Google Ads to track conversions when someone enrolls or shows interest. And I use email to automatically send them personalized course updates based on the preferences or the course that they have interacted with. This helps me keep my learners engaged and guide them towards the right learning path. And I'm going to build a connection between Google Ads and Gmail using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, where you will find two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. Before continuing by creating our automation, I want to tell you about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is an exclusive space where you can find real-time updates, find help from not only our team members but also the fellow users. In this space, you can ask questions, find automation tips, as well as share your feedback as well. So go ahead and join our Pabbly community today. For that, you will find the link of our Pabbly community in the description box below. Okay? So now let us continue by building this amazing automation. As I've already told you, we have two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. As we are using Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to create a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a new workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner. You will find two methods of creating this amazing automation. That is the new beta method or the old classic method. I'm going to select the old classic method to create this automation, okay? For the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Send Personalized Product Updates After Google Ads Conversion, okay? This is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder. And then I'm going to click on this Create button right over here. As I've done that, you can see a new workflow has been created and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other one is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, and for my trigger application, I'm going to select over here as Google Ads. Over here, whenever by the potential customers or clients, a new lead is going to be generated using Google Ads, I want this trigger should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected over here as Google Ads, and the trigger event is going to be new lead form entry. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using the webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, I'm going to build the connection between Google Ads and Pabbly Connect. For that, I'm going to copy this URL from here and log into my Google Ads campaign. So this is the campaign that I've created using Google Ad. Let me tell you this beforehand. I'm not running any live campaign using Google Ad. I'm just going to tell you the process of how you can connect your live campaign with Pabbly Connect, okay? So now to connect this campaign to Pabbly Connect, after selecting all the details, first name, last name, email, phone number, and over here I've added a question of which course are you interested in. So these are the two courses that I've selected right here. Okay, after adding all the questions, now if I'm going to go down, it says lead delivery option. I'm going to click on this button. Over here, it is asking for the webhook URL. In this field, you have to paste your webhook URL. And for the key, in the head test, it says for the key, after this send webhook data / this is the key right over here. Okay. So you have to enter this key right here. So I'm going to paste the webhook URL right here as well. And then I'm going to erase all this existing data from front of this key right here. Okay. And then now I'm going to test this webhook URL. Okay. For that, click on this send test data and check whether the data is forwarding towards this webhook URL or not. It says test data sent. So if I'm going to go back to my workflow and wait over here for a few seconds right here, you can see the response has been captured in my trigger. For the value of the course interested in, it says digital marketing mystery. This was the first course. This is dummy mobile number. Email is the test email right over here. First name is first name and last name is last name. The test data has been captured over here in my response. This means that Google Ads is now been connected to Pabbly Connect. Now to save this URL in this campaign right over here in the lead form, you have to apply it by clicking on this button right over here. Okay, as I've already told you, I'm not running any live campaign. So I'm going to use this test data only from here. Okay. So now after you receive the test data, click on this recapture webhook response and the leads data is going to be captured right here. Okay. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Now, as our objective is that as soon as a new lead is going to be generated, according to what leads is interested in, we have to send them a personalized email. Okay. For that, I'm going to set up my action step, in which from action application, I'm going to select over here as router by Pabbly. Using this amazing feature by Pabbly, we can set up conditions in this workflow and run according to it. Okay. An action event is going to be conditionally run, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. As we're going to do that, two routes are going to be there in front of you, route 1 and route 2. I want the first route should be for the digital marketing course that I have. So let us set up our route 1. For that, click on this set filter and action step. Over here, firstly, we have to set up a filter. With the help of this filter, we can add a condition in this workflow. Okay. For the label, I'm going to select the label of the answer. Okay. The question is, which course are you interested in? So a lead is going to select the course that they are interested in with this question. And over here, the string value is going to be the response of that question. So I'm going to select the data of the select label as the value right over here. So if this value is going to be equal to the name of my course, that is Digital Marketing Mystery, then only this route 1 should be further executed. That means if this response is going to be equal to this Digital Marketing Mystery, then only this first row is going to be executed after this filter. Okay. After setting up the filter, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. Status comes as success, condition is true. This means now this filter is now been added. After setting up our filter right over here, now what I want is according to this interested course that this lead has selected, I want to send them a personalized email. For that, I'm going to add an action step over here. And for the action application, I'm going to select over here as Gmail, because using Gmail, I'm going to forward the emails. Okay. An action event, I'm going to select over here as send email v1. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. This window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this connect with Gmail button right over here. Then it is asking for us to choose an account. Which Gmail account are we going to connect to Pabbly Connect? This is the account. I'm going to select it from here. And then it is asking for the permission for this account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right over here. And as I've done that, you can see Gmail has now been successfully authorized. Firstly, it is asking for me to select the recipient email address. To which email address are we forwarding this email to? For the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous steps are going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on this Google Ads step, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear. In the response, you have received the email address of our lead, and as towards this lead, I want to send the personalized email. So I'm going to select the data of the email from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped, and as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Next, it is asking for the CC and the BCC, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. For the sender's name over here, I'm going to write the sender's name as Team Skill Edge Academy. Okay, this is the sender's name. Next, it is asking for the email subject. So for the email subject, as this root one is for the digital marketing course, I'm going to write the subject of my email over here as Welcome to Digital Marketing Mystery. Let's get started. Okay, this is the subject that I have. It's asking for the reply to, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the email content type. My email content type will be in HTML, so I'm going to select the email content type as HTML, but you can also select plain according to your requirement. And for the email content, that is the body of the email, I'm going to write it as this is the email that I have right over here. Okay. It is for the digital marketing mystery, you can see right over here. And now it is asking for my lead's name right here. So I'm going to map the data of my lead's name over here. First name space the last name. Okay, I've mapped the data. And then over here it doesn't require anything, so I'm going to skip the part. It says file name attachment, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part and simply click on this Save and Send Test Request button right over here. As I've done that, I have received a response in which I've received the status as sent, which is a positive response. So if I'm going to open my Gmail account over here, and you can see right over here, I have received the email. Welcome to Digital Marketing Mystery. Let's get started. You can see right over here, this is the email for the Digital Marketing Mystery course. Okay, and it is dedicated to that course only. Over here, you can see this is the personalized email that has been forwarded towards the lead according to the interested course that they have selected. Okay. So now this root one was for the digital marketing course right here. As now we have done that, I'm going to close this root, and firstly, I'm going to rename this root with the course name of mine, that is Digital Marketing Mystery. Okay, as with the help of this root, customer who are interested in this course will receive the personalized email according to this course. Okay. After setting up our root 1, now we have to set up our root 2 for the second course that I've created, that is in the name of Beginner's Guide to Stock Trading. Okay, so firstly I'm going to copy this name from here. Now let us create the root 2. Instead of creating the entire root, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone this first root from here. Rename this root from here. I'm going to name it over here as Beginner's Guide of Stock Trading. I'm going to update the name. Now let us make some changes right here. Firstly, we have to make changes in this filter. Now whenever the interested course is going to be equal to what? Beginner's Guide to Stocks Trading, then only this workflow should be further executed after this step. I'm going to click on the Save and Send Test Request button. Right over here, the error is the status and the message's condition is false. It's just because in the response, it says Digital Marketing Mystery. That is why right here. But if the response is going to be equal to this course, the second route will be further executed. Okay. Now let us set up the Gmail step right over here. Everything will remain the same. This is the email address. Over here, this is the name of my business. We have to just make the change in the subject and the body. For the subject over here for this course, I'm going to write it as Welcome aboard. Let's begin your stock trading journey. Okay, so this is the subject. For the reply to, I do not want, I'm going to skip the part. Content type is going to be HTML. Now we have to make changes in the body. So for the body of the email, I'm going to write it as, okay, so this is the email content you can see right over here. Now this content is for the course Beginner's Guide to Stock Trading. Okay. Over here, in a similar manner, it is asking for my lead's name. So I'm going to map the data of the lead's name right over here. That is going to be the first name space the last name. Okay. The string value is the value of the name. So you have to map that. Okay. So now this is the email. Then what I'm going to do is you have to just click on the save button and save the changes. But to show you how the second mail is going to be forwarded, I'm going to click on the Save and Send Test Request button. But remember, you have to just click on the save button. Okay. As I've done that, it says status as sent. That is a positive response. So if I'm going to open my Gmail account, and you can see right over here, this is the second mail for the Beginner's Guide to Stock Trading. So the second mail, according to the interested course, they will receive a mail like this. Okay. If they select the course Beginner's Guide to Stock Trading. Okay. So this is how the mails are going to be forwarded towards my lead according to the course that they select while doing the lead form submission. I'm going to delete this route from here. You can add as many routes as you want over here in this condition. I have only 2 courses, that is why I've made 2 courses right over here. If you have 5 courses, you have to create 5 different routes right over here and add it by clicking on this add route button. Okay. So now as I've created both of the routes for my business, this is how you build the connection between Google Ads and Gmail to send personalized product updates after Google Ads conversion. So this was it for this video.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.